Hello everyone, this is Ashish. I'm having with me Miss Komal Taya, and today we are going to have 32nd episode of Torq Fire podcast.
Yes, Ashish, welcome.
Thank you and welcome everyone. We are going to have a great time today. Komal and me just got vaccinated as updated in the last one,
Yeah.
and it was a crazy experience.
Yeah, it was like insane.
In beginning, everyone was thinking that it will be fun. It will be right. We are expecting it is. It has never been ever in your life that you are expecting to fall sick. That you know that in 12 hours you are going to fall sick.
Yeah.
And unless you do fall sick, you do not actually realize that it is not a fun time at all.
That happens. That happens only in the case of deadly diseases when you have the ultimate stage of cancer and you know that you're gonna die.
All
Like,
right.
that
yeah.
kind of certainty.
Yeah.
I'm not
but
saying that
simple
the same
normal
amount.
cough and cold or fever.
Yeah, that is unexpected.
And also, generally fevers do last, at least for me, it lasts for 3 days or so. What about you? How long does fevers last?
I think 4 days.
4
More than
days,
I
yeah.
think one extra day than you.
3 days will be peak, and then
I
it
didn't
will.
get fever. I
Yeah.
didn't get that high fever. Maybe it was in my head. That my head it was.
Yeah, it was
literally
different.
throbbing,
So,
and my eyes my tears were completely rolling out of my eyes, and as if my head it will burst out.
Yeah.
I was cold. I was feeling cold, but the temperature it was not that much. Maybe it was inside my head. Yeah.
It is different for different people. So me and Komal actually got side by side vaccinated.
Yeah.
There were
simultaneously.
there were two seats in the same place, two nurses over there, and
Yeah.
we got almost at the same time. At
Yeah.
particular instances, there were injection in both of our arms like that.
Exactly.
So basically the same thing, but how it acted was completely different to both of us, right? So for me, it was little bit of body ache and little bit of fever, heavy fever, late night. And the worst thing that I did is that I took 3 cups of coffee. Until then, I was perfectly fine. And then because of this coffee, I was not able to sleep at night. And that's where the trouble happened, because if I was able to sleep, then it would have been wearing off overnight.
Yeah, you took medicine also. Instead of that, you got hit by fever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The weird thing about this thing is that suppose you are getting vaccinated, and from that moment only you will start realizing, did anything happen? Am I feeling anything? Is that kind of tickling feeling and those kind of imaginary world you start diving into, right?
Yeah.
So you just start thinking that whether I'll be hit by this or that. Oh, I felt something. So sometimes it's not the same, but you must be feeling that in
Yeah.
your head. Remember
Psychological
the time.
also, no?
Yeah,
It is
remember that
psychological.
I just got vaccinated and I told Ashish that, Ashish, my arm is feeling heavy. He started laughing. Just after just stepping out of the room, he started laughing that it's all chimera, it's all in your head. So he just bursted into laughter and was like, no, I'm feeling it. Then also I felt, for the moment, I felt, okay, Ashish is right. Maybe it's in my head.
Yeah.
But after some time, maybe when I came back to my room, I again started saying same thing to Ashish that I'm feeling that as if my arm it's going to drop down.
I actually laughed because the moment you said that I'm feeling my arm heavy, then my brain imagined it like you are this heavy, like it is falling on us like that. Someone injected liters and liters or something in your arm, and now it is heavy.
I thought you were mocking at me that I am something like as if it's in my head and I'm imagining things out of after
Matter of
getting
fact, right
vaccination.
after it, in 2 to 3 hours within that also, you started saying that I'm feeling a little bit headache, I'm feeling a little bit of fever, and I said that no, it's in your head. And I was like, nothing can happen to me.
Yeah.
6 hours later, I found out that no.
He was completely showing off in front of our friends who also got vaccinated.
Yeah,
Right. So
all
he was
of us are getting vaccinated these
So
days.
he was showing off, nothing is happening to me. Look at Komal, she's already sick and like that. And then you got hit by this abrupt fever, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. But that is the another weird thing about this vaccine or this kind of fever is that it will wear off in one day.
Maybe it happened to you because you made fun of me.
Yeah, cursed by the vaccine. Vaccine
Orochimaru
gods cursed me.
cursed.
Oh my god, we are watching way too much Naruto these days.
Curse reminds me of that Saratobi curse, which he cursed
Reaper,
Orochimaru.
that's you,
Yeah.
like that, right? Yeah. Naruto, the second run we are having, I think it is kind of third for me, but we all skipped some episodes, right? But this time we thought that we are not going to skip any episode.
But you did skip.
Yeah, but that is something like bound to happen. The episodes which I've watched way too many times, that I have to skip. But that is what we are doing. And let us talk about this. Komal's ad just came out. So guys, if you see Komal on televisions and advertisement of Parle cookie, then don't get surprised. You're going to see her. And future, maybe more.
I don't know how to take compliments. I start getting weird when someone just gives me those kind of compliments.
You got open mic compliment while they were shooting. How did it feel at that time? How did you take it then?
What?
That ma'am, no, I think was her name Akansha? Who was the, I think,
Producer.
director or producer? Yeah. She
Yeah,
said,
she took
Komal's
my
dance
name.
is the best.
Yeah, I still remember. She was saying like she was damn funny. She was calling one person who was just putting nails into the tent because it was camping site and we were supposed to shoot over there. So he was just putting nails in the that tent. Then what happened? Like, तुझे मेरे सिगरेट की कसम हट जा वहाँ से.
No, she was really funny. So I came at the end only. And she was again making a lot of jokes with pack up and all also, right?
Yeah.
And she has a mic, so people who do not understand the situation, it is a huge set. You can't really imagine. It is humongous. You will think
Huge
that it's some
production unit, right?
yeah, some movie is getting shot or something. But the cameras are huge. Okay, probably 8K cameras. There's a person who is so Anil sir. What is his role actually over there?
He was
Cinematographer. So
Yeah.
he will be actually just directing. Okay, this is how the camera and
He
all
was
are
handling
done.
the camera.
And when it comes
he
to
was the head.
yeah, when it and he has made big movies. We have seen his
that
name in a
movie,
lot of.
Ranbir Kapoor. Which movie was there?
Pardon?
Highway and all, Love Aajkal and all. Many movies.
Did we see in Ladies versus Vicky?
Sorry.
Ladies versus Vicky Bale, something like that.
He?
Anushka. I was just asking whether we saw his name in that movie.
Yeah. We saw that. Yeah. In that movie also. So he shot many movies. Not that much active on social media. Maybe that's why I'm not knowing it. I just visited his profile and that's how I knew that okay, he's done such films.
Yeah, he's an old guy and
Yeah,
definitely
very
has been
very
in this.
professional too.
You took a selfie with him, right?
Yeah.
You still have it?
Yeah.
All right, great. You never posted it though on Insta.
I just put it in my story highlight.
All right, great. So I was just explaining the scenario. So it is Vegator Beach. Most people who have gone to Goa, the North Goa
Hilltop
part,
area.
yeah, Vegator Beach, you have most likely visited if you have gone there. If not, then definitely it's a place to be there. And the sunburn and all happens very nearby. So
On that only, on Hilltop area, it happens usually.
all right. No, I've actually been in a sunburn before.
Okay.
So sunburn was the opposite side. They have a fixed kind of field kind of place, not very nearby, walking distance. So there's a director and there's this big camera, multiple shots, big lights. They have like curtains as what do we call it, diffusers that we are having small ones over here, right? They're having as big as this room, and then the lighting and all. And so the producer always has a mic. And then she cracks jokes every now and then. But it is necessary, right?
Yeah. She asked me to come and say pack up because I had a very shrill voice. I also have to.
Also,
now
Komal
also.
took the opportunity when she asked that who wants to say pack up.
Yeah, I want to say because
Raise your
without
hands
mic
first.
only, I can manage that.
All right. Great. So that was a great experience. Maybe you can go to Komal's Instagram to check it out.
Yeah.
And rest. I had an idea which I wanted to bring all of a sudden in the podcast. So what would have happened? I'm not saying lockdown was correct or if it was wrong. I just want to play with my imagination. And what would have happened if lockdown never actually took place? No country. They all decided that, nah, we are just going to keep on running.
So, are you saying that COVID happened and nobody went for lockdown?
Yes.
Are you telling that?
Yeah.
Okay. Then things would have gone much worse, I feel so.
More people died for sure.
Yeah, for sure. There's no doubt in it. More people would have died. And economy, I think when people talk about such things, and there's a lot of buzz about this question everywhere, like whether lockdown is just justified or not. So in my opinion, it's completely justified.
No, I'm not talking about whether it is justified, it is right or wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that what if the leaders of this world looked at the economy versus the death rate and all that, and they just all decided that we are not going to go for lockdown.
Then
we would be living in a different world right now, don't you think?
Yeah, it could have been the same scene if different non-profit organizations and different organization which serve for humanitarian purposes, they're not there. It could have happened.
Alternate parallel universe.
Yeah.
Right. The one thing is that schools would be going on.
Yeah.
Restaurants would be going on. And colleges would be going on. The worst I feel for those people who are in their, like, let us say 10th, 11th, 12th standard or in their colleges. I think we, the 90s kid, had it the best out of the bunch. You know why? Because we are aware of the internet. We know how to use it the best. And also our careers got settled. If, for example, my batch passed out in 2022, graduated, and then had a sufficient time of 4 years to establish careers. And then this happens, and then we have the skill of the new brain and understanding of the internet and the online world. At the same time, an experience of settling a career. For example, let us say you are in any field, but you got 4 years time to sink your feet in over there. For example, my friends like Shivam and all, they have established their career. A lot of them have got promoted also. So they have created their value in the industry. On the contrary, people who have not graduated, they just got the theoretical experience and now they are out in the world. And now people are not hiring. So what happens now to them, right?
Yeah, it's very sad, Things could have been uncontrollable, Ashish, I think.
When? If we would have not locked down, is it?
Yeah, we would have not gone for this lockdown. Then it would have spreaded more disastrously, if that is a correct word.
Disastrously, I think. Yeah.
Whatever it is. Fine. So I think things would be severe.
Yeah.
That's my take.
More people dying, and over time one thing that lockdown is for sure helped us in is that they gave us time to prepare for more beds, more vaccines, like
but
that. Work for
India is getting criticized for that we had almost one year for the second wave. Before the second wave was coming, we had, but we didn't prepare it that much. Every other country is doing good on that.
I'm hearing about things in Delhi, like people are back to normal, as if not even the COVID, but second wave also did not happen. Everyone is back on the street. We personally have not gone outside at all.
Yeah.
Today we went out because she had to go to parlor for must. It was related to a shoot and all.
Yeah.
And I just went out to buy some stuff. And we every time we go outside, we have to kick the scooty, right? Because it has been standing over there for 14-15 days or so. Because that's how less it has been used.
Yeah.
Right.
For months, I guess, because I think you and I went out for vaccination.
Yeah.
Right? And that too by cab we went.
And before that, we went out for a shoot, I think, the last time. What was that hotel?
That's Samya clothing shoot.
Yeah. So people should stay at home, I think. But they won't because yeah.
But in Bangalore, things are like that people are taking it very seriously.
Give me an example.
Can't you see the streets and all?
Correct.
It's almost
today I went out, it is quite empty.
Right. But
there are changes.
As your friend told you that in Delhi it's completely buzzing, it's completely crowded again. But the same thing we are
guys,
not
anyone
seeing
from
it
Delhi, let us know down in if you're on YouTube.
We're not sure that the information he got, that is from third source.
And that is a person who's native of Delhi only.
Yeah.
And his parents and all are living over there. But yeah, that is something to be taken notice of. But
on my side also, my father is like roaming around, taking a walk.
But then it depends on the population also, no? If it is a metropolitan city, then you have to take more care because there are more people per square feet, right? So it becomes much more important over there.
Exactly.
And that is the prime reason why it started spreading in the big cities first. For example, Mumbai.
Yeah.
Because
also maybe like
Uttar Pradesh.
international airport is there, and
yes, that is a
COVID
reason
happened.
for that.
Obviously, like
Yeah.
we can't claim it that it happened. You know, internally, it must have someone would have come from foreign land and spread it over here unintentionally.
That's how all
right?
the diseases spread.
Yeah, so Mumbai, a lot of foreigners come over there directly. They land over there, so maybe it can be the scene.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But I'm happy about vaccination. I'm seeing the pace increasing, isn't it? Now,
Since 2-3 days I'm seeing over here in Bangalore because I'm getting a lot of messages.
can we take the name now of the group that vaccinated? It is name of it is Even. Yeah. It is good. They are very organized. They are doing it on
They're
a
very professional.
weekly basis.
Yeah.
And they injected us. We got the fever and nothing bad happened to us. So we are the lab rats who are getting tested by that. So it can be trustable, and I think the cost is minimum. Rest of the places it is 950 or so.
Yeah, they are not taking commission out.
They are saying that it is no profit, no loss, and they are doing it at 750.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a good place if you are in Bangalore. I do not know if it is outside Bangalore as well, and you are not able to get slots, because I think the situation is worst in Bangalore when it comes to getting the slots, because a lot of my friends in Mumbai are getting easily vaccinated from government sources.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends in Ranchi also, they're getting vaccinated easily. Delhi also, a lot of
My
them.
place also.
Yeah,
My brother
small
he got
places.
vaccinated very easily.
Yeah. So, but we were hunting for any slot in Bangalore, but we could not get any.
We were scared that we'll be left unvaccinated.
Yeah, and the thing is that they were saying about the third wave somewhere in October or so.
Yeah, so a lot of news is hitting up and making the headlines that maybe in 2 to 4 weeks you can see the third wave and Delta and all. I don't know. I saw the headline only.
Yeah, that is the problem with headline, Komal. That you will read the one which is very attractive and nobody actually cares about the source.
Yeah, but I've seen, in YouTube you get recommendations, right? There was series of recommendation where the same thing was getting discussed.
Because
one my friend also discussed the same thing, that COVID wave, the third wave, is going to hit us maybe in October and maybe in coming 2 to 4 weeks depending on the region.
The thing is that you watch one video and similar videos will be recommended to you.
It's not like that I watched that video. The one which you get recommended sometimes in YouTube.
Yeah.
Like this.
I understand. That is,
I
think.
never watched it, but even if I'll open your account, you'll be.
Yeah, I know. That is promoted by YouTube itself.
Yeah,
I think the news and all, right? Okay, it makes sense. There was a lot of fear regarding vaccination when it comes to whether you are injecting something that will be changing our DNA or not. Well, I don't think that one injection can do that, but then again, I'm not a biologist or something, so
anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
We should not comment on that.
That would require way too much research, man. I don't think that they can all of a sudden come with that research. Don't you think?
No, maybe like
if you want to intentionally do something to all the human beings, will the small amount of time will be sufficient to do all that research?
Maybe that.
And all the vaccination companies are doing that regardless.
You never know, but we can't deny the fact that it is getting misused also.
Is
right?
it? How?
Yeah, a lot of people are getting caught.
Okay, fake vaccines.
Yeah,
that is true. Yeah. That happens. Fake vaccines and all are happening. So you should definitely be. And that is what we were scared of too.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, man, how easy it happened. That is something that made us suspicious. Because like we have talked about before, Karthik sir sent us the link and he sent us at night. And then I woke up and checked it out after 2 hours or so and said, let's give it a try. And then went out over there, paid 750, registered. I said, what? How can that happen?
Maybe that is less recognized.
Yeah,
that's why.
That might be the thing.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying, that made me suspicious as well. That okay, it can't be that easy. It said no, if it is too good to be true, it ain't.
And to add to your happiness, we made one vlog also out of it.
Yeah. We have made.
I made basically.
Komal,
He was
always the
least
credit.
interested.
Always the credit goes to Komal. Komal is the bubbly one. But I have in my hard drive at least 6-7 vlogs that are supposed to go on Amalgam, because there's a vlog of the whole her shoot also, the Parle
Yeah.
TVC shoot.
And I'm in negotiation with some good brand also.
Yeah, like I've said before, beware. Komal is going to skyrocket very soon. So far, 2 agencies she has rejected. One very recently. So
Yeah.
a lot of agencies are snooping in as well.
I
But
don't know. Maybe like I'm still in dilemma.
yeah, she's still in dilemma, but she's getting that much. That is great, Komal. Komal, you want to bring some topic?
Yeah, I had as promised in the last time podcast, I was telling one question which you would like us to discuss. That was, does religion unite or divide? So 2 to 3 people said yes. So we can
like discuss it.
yeah. So we can discuss that.
What are your ideas on that? Be a little bit closer to mic. I think you're a little bit too far away. Little low in your voice.
Too much comfortable, I guess, today. Sitting idle like this.
Be comfortable. It's your podcast.
Yeah.
By the way, Komal, Momentum podcast is skyrocketing because now people themselves are approaching that I want to be on Momentum podcast.
I'm the one who comments every time.
So next week I'm recording 5 Momentum podcasts. That is this
Goodness.
Thursday I'm having 2, and Saturday you can see over here. It is written over there, right? So Saturday also 2, and I think Friday also I'm going to record 1, like that.
Also, we are planning something for Amalgam too.
What?
Okay, don't reveal.
For Amalgam. I'm forgetting something. What is that?
Okay, let's discuss it.
All right. But I'm thinking of bringing Komal on Momentum podcast because it has...
I didn't know that.
It has been a while, Komal. You were over there in 6th episode, That podcast has gotten 1 lakh views. That is the most famous Momentum podcast I have ever made.
I don't know how it became. We just started recording it abruptly.
You know what? That podcast is actually very informative. The topic that we talked about over there, science versus engineering.
I don't know. I just talked whatever knowledge. I didn't even research more.
It is
whatever knowledge I had, I just spitted it out.
It is a good combination, an engineer and a science student talking about the career opportunities after 2 to 3 years of them graduating.
Very nice. That's a very nice combination. I'm not talking about us only.
Yeah.
Anybody who's gonna advise you, it's better that you take advice from someone who if someone is from engineer background and someone is from science background, they both are sitting together and they are advising you, then I think that is gonna help you in a long run.
Yeah. All right, so let us get to the topic of, does religion unite or divide?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you want to start with?
I think religion was meant to unite us, but the power has been misused. And it has been misused. Whatever power comes, it always has the ability to get misused, and we are humans. We love to play with powers in a negative way, and that's what we did. The religion, it's such a beautiful thing. It was meant to flourish. It was
teach
meant
people
to
how to live.
Yeah, it was meant, the propaganda ultimately, whatever religion you are following, no religion tells you to create havoc and wreak havoc. And it promotes only peace, harmony, love,
do good things to others,
good
help
things
others
only. And when people think about the negative thoughts, I think religion is something which keeps them hold back. Remember, if you are if you are doing something that if you see suppose 2,000 rupees note on a street, so you will be like, okay, whether I should pick it up or not, I'm talking about a general human tendency, right? So I'm not talking about our personal opinions.
Okay, all right.
But that person tendency would be like, he or she would definitely give a thought that maybe I should pick it up. But I think religion is something which they are following. Religion by means the what they are following. It's not something which is defined. Whatever your ethics are also religion, I feel.
Yeah, you know what my mother used to say? If you find...
Let me complete, Ashish. Otherwise, I'll lose my chain of thoughts.
Great, go ahead. I'm extremely sorry, Komal Taya.
Yeah, we'll start from there only, your mother thing, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so I think what happens that that person will get hold back by the religion. Religion, when I say religion, it can be your ethics also, that okay, I don't want to take that money from someone or like that. I'll be nice person, I'll walk on the path of honesty, I'll be a true person to myself and to others too. So I think religion is a very beautiful concept, and that was meant to flourish the humanity and the mankind, but it has been misused in the worst ways, I can
like
say.
any other good thing.
Yeah, it has been misused to create differences between two communities. Say for example in India also, in Muslims and the main conflict is between Muslims and Hindus, right? We see riots happening, but there was a time when Hindus and Muslims, they used to live together, and then Britishers came and they just came up with this divide and rule policy.
Correct.
And all the great leaders, this Mahatma Gandhi and everyone, was in favor of Hindu and Muslim living together. Nobody dreamt of an India where communities will be different and they'll be completely opposite, and they'll be standing against each other. But in the recent times we have seen such riots, whether it can be that Ayodhya case or Ram Mandir case. Like, some things have ignited some sparks. I think that has added as fuel in creating indifferences and the riots. What's your take? You can start with your mother.
No, I'll get back to that because I was talking about the thing that you were talking about at that time.
Okay.
I think people use the religion to make the religion fail itself. Like, they are doing exactly what the religion tells you not to do. And by doing that, they are gaining power, they are gaining money, they are gaining control. What I was saying over there was that, like I was saying, that my mother was religious, and she always used to say that if you find a note or money lying on the floor, take it and give it to charity. Or give it
I always do the same, Ashish.
Give it to someone poor. I'm not saying that I do that, but that's what
I do that.
Matter of fact, I just realized I've never found any money fallen anywhere.
I found several times.
You are one lucky one. That is the reason. That is the reason Komal finds it. God's give it to her every now and then. By the way,
just to tempt
by the way,
me,
just
or
to clarify,
how honest I am.
No, just to clarify, none of us are actually religious. That is another thing that they should be knowing.
I'm a very say empathetic person.
What is that?
Like the one who carries love for others.
Oh, empathetic. Yeah.
So I remember one instance from my life where I was in 7th or 8th standard, where I observed a child get lost in my city only. Nobody knows. My mom, dad, my brother, nobody knows it. I'm revealing it over here. That one child got lost, and me and my friend, her name was Gudia. Fine. So we just found that child, and we thought that he's completely lost because nobody was with him. Most probably he was boy. And then we went from home to home asking whether you know this guy, and we literally helped him reach his home. And my mom afterwards, maybe like I just made some excuse that I got hooked up by that or that.
That just reminds me of that movie Lion Man. If you have watched that movie, you will not let anyone who is very young ever get out of your sight.
Yeah,
the way that
very scary. I got goosebumps.
The way that he traveled from Madhya Pradesh to West Bengal, Kolkata, right? And the problems that he faced, it just happened that he turned out to be very lucky.
And that's a true story.
That's a true story.
To my surprise,
the person is alive. He has written a book, right? And he is still there, having 2 mothers.
Yes. So guys, basically we watched 2 movies in a day. We together watched 2 movies. Miracles from Heaven and The Lion.
Yeah. Miracles from Heaven, man. See, if you have a problem that I'm not able to cry these days, definitely watch that. You are
And
going
my
to weep
life,
like
it's very bad. Bad is happening. My life, it's always. I don't know why every time bad things happen to me. Just watch miracles
or
from
if
heaven.
you think that, man, life is too good these days, I'm way too much happy, man, I want some sadness, watch that movie.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of that.
I was crying continuously. I was wiping out my tears. Again, the next moment, I just thought that, okay, now I'm not crying. I'm strong now. And the next moment, again, my tears are rolling down my
Yeah.
cheeks. And then I just went to a room and then I just got the tissue paper roll
Yeah.
and I
Have-
thought that
have a
it is
bunch
going
of
to
tissue
happen
paper.
throughout the movie.
Suggestions, pro tips.
Yeah.
Which also reminds me, Komal.
You also got emotional. Why don't you mention that?
No, Komal. So here's the thing. I don't cry. No,
You don't cry, but
I've never cried. Actually, no, I don't
is
cry.
it?
I'm so awesome.
it?
I have never cried.
Is it?
This is what most of the guys would like to.
This is what
have.
blackmailing looks like, Ashish.
But this is how. Like this. It goes like this actually. You have this one also. By the way,
This is my left hand. I can't do it like that.
we got this from Mumbai. Sorry, Goa. Right? We have never given him credit actually.
Yeah, but you know how diversified we are, like from the one topic to another topic.
Yeah.
Yes, we can continue with the story.
Which story? Yeah.
How did we get this?
We got this from Goa. I'm forgetting the guy's name. So
Mahinder, most probably.
is it? Okay. No, he subscribed to our YouTube channel immediately. So maybe he watches our video. I told him that your thing is going to go on that board and people are going to be able to watch it. It was Arjuna Beach. Was it? Anjuna Beach, right? And they make their own things. For example, that bike and all, no? It is nothing but nuts and bolts welded together. So as a mechanical engineer, that is what attracts me the most. And it is creativity. For example, you can get...
Where is that one? We always keep it.
I'll have to bring it then if you want to see it. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't.
Oh my goodness.
What happened? Okay. It is not an issue.
Yeah, not an issue for you. I see.
Yeah, Komal, continue the show.
Yeah, so basically that guy, he became so happy. Like when you see such small things, it may not impact you, but for me as a person and to Ashish also, I think it means a lot. These small things.
Yeah, by the time
Right?
that we went to the next shop, we heard him playing my videos. So,
Yeah.
so this is a bike. So if you can see it properly, it is a ball bearing over here that is playing the part of the wheel, and it is spring which is playing the part of a silencer, and then all the parts are just small metal particles that you can find thrown in the waste or something, and each of them are handmade. Like this is another bolt over here, and these are all welded together. So this is something that you can't just buy on Amazon, right? And
Ashish can buy, 5,000 rupees also for this kind of thing. I've
Yeah.
seen him spending that much.
yeah, I said just name the price. I'm taking 3 of these because this is a must-have for a mechanical engineer. If you find it, there are few values that you are supposed to
Yeah,
have.
also this is such a great idea to support such vendors.
Yeah,
Right?
that's it. It's
Yeah,
it's
he
supporting
was so nice.
supporting the craft.
Plus, he was so nice to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is great. Okay,
I don't know why I'm just getting this Texas accent little bit.
because you've been watching way too much of Ginny and Georgia. You should not watch that
I
anymore.
do not regret that. I would love to have that.
She has watched 2 times. Don't.
And maybe, and from now and every now and then, I just keep hopping on this clips,
Yeah.
small clips on Instagram of Ginny and Georgia.
Oh yeah,
I
those.
save them too.
The worst is on YouTube. So for example, Friends, no,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I have kind of watched the entire Friends without watching it on Netflix properly, because I started watching few clips. This is back then when I was in BASC training school. So I just, for time pass, I used to watch these 1 minute, 2 minute, and YouTube just bombards you with further more of such clips. And you can imagine 12 seasons, right? There are 12 seasons in Friends. And
10.
okay, 10 seasons. Each and every one of them are having, I think, 10-12 episodes, I don't know, whatever, this huge amount of content, and then 1 minute of how many clips can be formed, right? and it just got shown in my YouTube recommendation again and again. I kept on watching it. So in a similar manner on Insta also, whatever you watch, they are going to show you more of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but Ginny and Georgia is definitely recommended. It is a good
It's
story.
nice.
And the characters, definitely.
Yeah, characters, the way they are built up, amazing.
Yeah. But then again, I hate the part when there are certain writers who just knows how to elongate the story and keep you
The
hooked.
same happened, maybe the same happened in same can happen in the case of Ginny Georgia also.
That is
Season
what
2
I'm
is
saying.
coming
That is
up,
what I'm
maybe.
saying. Like that TV series Sunflower that we watched. Same thing, no? It's
Sunflower?
Sunflower.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing. They just know how to elongate the whole thing.
Yeah, we were so excited to watch this. We were literally set reminders that okay, 2 days left, 1 day left, and
it is good, but
it's
there
good.
is no
According
story.
to Indian standards, it's more than
more than
good.
average.
Yeah, more than good. Like
Yeah.
whatever here, some bad movies also does some good work on the box office, right?
Box office, don't even
Yeah.
talk about that. Like over here, it can be 2 in IMDb and then making 300, 400 times the profit like that. So, but after the whole situation when the theaters are shutting down, that is a completely different story. Don't know what it is going to happen.
Yeah, in
Right.
America, I heard one story where you are allowed to remove your mask. You can come
Texas.
without mask
Texas.
in theaters.
Correct.
Yeah,
In Texas,
if you're
it is.
vaccinated.
No. It's not like that. In Texas, it is your choice. So if you want to wear mask, I think the mayor of Texas said that. But if you want, you can wear the mask. If you don't, it is not necessary. It's not compulsory.
Then I'm talking about another news.
There might be other states as well.
Yeah.
But that is what I heard in the Joe Rogan podcast. He is right now in Texas, so I heard that. But there might be other states as well. So it is United States of America is crazy. It is basically like truly what it is named after. It is United States only. So different states are different taxes, different rules. Everything is different over there. Matter of fact, a lot of states will be having different languages as well. And different states will definitely be having different accents. For example, Texas accent, and then
but that sounds so tempting.
guys, I'll
Texas
recommend you one more movie. It's Forrest Gump. Watch it. It is amazing. That is again a guy who is based on Texas only, but it is a fun movie. Did I show you a little bit part of it where he had crutches and then he started running, and then his feet came back, and then he kept on running, and he got selected in football. Then he got into army. It is a different kind of writing, but then again, by past 50% of it, it became kind of like boring. Like they're trying to show everything in that. Okay, let us move back to the topic. Religion unites or divide. We went way away from the topic.
I've talked out on my take. Now it's your turn.
All right. So it is just like anything good you have, it will be destroyed by the human nature, whatever you have. Yeah. But then again, everything gets tainted over time. For example, these days, new things are popping up. Like Scientology is coming up. There are different things that, okay, I believe in this.
Yeah.
But that is the problem with human beings, is that we want to belong to a particular community. Okay, this is my country, this is my religion, these are my people. It makes us feel better, and there's no human who can actually escape that. But that is something that I think smarter people will capitalize on if they are having an evil mind. So for example, speaking. So yesterday only I was having a session of art of speaking.
Can I have a coffee one second?
Certainly, ma'am. Let me know how it is. So yesterday only I was having the third session of art of speaking, which is on public speaking. So I showed them the power of speaking. So I showed them the first example, which was Adolf Hitler, and the second example, which was Nelson Mandela. So both of these people, I asked them a simple question. What are they using? What is their main power? What are they doing right now? How did they influence so many people? Speaking. So the same power can be used in two different directions. One brings war to an entire continent, or a lot will say to the entire world. And the other one brings peace to an entire country. And same goes throughout the history. So whatever you have, that can be used as good as bad as well. But the problem is that both kind of people are there in the world, and both kind of people, there are certain people who are smarter than the rest. So obviously if you're smarter and then you have an inclination of money and power, then you can be using the same thing. For example, YouTube also. Lot of people are using it just for the sake of money. I'm not going to say that they want to destroy the mentality of youth or something like that. But what they are doing, they're tremendous speakers, but they're using the whole crowd and brainwashing the whole crowd. Don't know what kind of mentality they are putting into kids, and they're having millions and millions of followers. And people follow those people blindly. That is the thing. And it's happening.
That's the power of clickbaits.
Clickbaits, and then they are going to say what people want to listen.
Yeah. So like some unreal realities. What do you say?
Unreal?
Right? Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about though.
They'll present you which is not real. They'll present you something.
Yeah.
Because reality, it's harsh and nobody wants to listen to it.
Yeah.
And they'll feed you with something which is
tell them like this is in 10 minutes you can learn how to multiply your money 50 times, something like that. And majority of the people want that. Like, hey Komal, I'm going to give you a pill and you are going to become super rich in 3 days. And most people in this world will say, give me that pill. Who wants to work hard for the next 5 years? Right? So that is what you capitalize on. And the biggest problem, let us take the example of Socrates. I was talking about this before. The Greek Empire gave us 2 great things. Number 1, philosophy, and the second one is democracy.
Yeah.
Socrates, a philosopher of Greece, was dead against democracy. And his idea was that do voting, do it all, give power to common people. No problem in that, but give power to educated common people. They should have the right to vote, but they should have proper education of who they are voting for. Otherwise, the people who are getting the votes or collecting the votes can easily play them and influence them into voting into a particular direction, right?
Yeah.
So that is how it all works. Majority of the people are not that smart, and majority of the people can be influenced like this. And because of this, lot of things happens. Civil war happens, entire world goes into war, nuclear bomb drops, lot of things happen because there are smarter people who know that majority of the people can be influenced very easily. And this is very, very visible in today's day as well. Everywhere, not only on internet, everywhere. Why is TikTok so famous? Or right now it is not in India, but it was there. Why?
But it's still famous in other countries.
It's still famous in other countries. Why are Reels so famous? Why are there new apps replicating TikTok coming up every next day? Because it is in demand. Why? Because majority of the people enjoy that. Why do you think that educational channels are straight up in the gutter? All the educational channel, you go to any educational channel where you will be finding content on physics, chemistry, mechanical engineering. People are teaching, people are accomplished and then teaching over there. They're getting 200, 300 views. Not picking up against Carrie Minati, but Carrie Minati makes a roast video on Big Boss and it gets 15 million views within couple of days or sometimes within couple of hours. What is the reason for that? That's what majority wants. And it's a big problem. That's where the problem of likes and views and all these comes into the picture. But what are you looking at? Okay, this is more popular. But tell me, Pareto 80-20 rule applies everywhere. 80% of the population will be having 20% of the wealth. 20% of the population will be more intellectual. And my teacher once said that 10% of the population will be the one leading, 80% will be in the middle, and 10% will be straight up destructive. And then these population that are in the center are the fence sitters. And it depends on the leaders, what they do.
Yes, Ashish, you were telling that smart people, I think smart people are the one who are mostly leading, right?
Yeah.
And the smart, I think they have mastered the philosophy to that extent that they can play with your philosophy.
It is not a difficult philosophy, Komal. Yeah. Actually, it is not like you have to be a genius to understand. Let us say
just you are studying that creature.
It is
like
simple.
We are also creatures.
What
so
we don't understand.
Behavior.
For example, I don't understand what clickbaits are. Can't I make clickbaits? What is Bollywood doing right now? making movies that make zero sense, showing those love stories that does not exist. Is it difficult? No, it's not. Anyone understands that common people will love that and majority will enjoy that and you'll sell a lot of tickets.
Maybe we can say that a lot of people want to live in the fantasy world,
Yes,
Ashish.
they do. But that is, as a society, not constructive for us.
Yeah, and we adding to that, a lot of girls, they like K-dramas.
I don't know
Right.
about that. Yeah.
So
I think,
why is it, when you'll ask them that why do you like it? Because of the, the captivating love story. And for a girl, maybe the guy, he's so gentleman that so it's all fantasy world that they are longing for it. They are desiring for it.
yeah.
Right. So that shows the reflection. If you are too attached to it, and if you are just going through it day and night, and I have seen such people, so it means you are desiring for the same in deep corner of your heart.
Reality is too boring for most people.
Yeah.
And for us also, like every now and then I'll be thinking, man, this planet is way too boring, only one moon. But
Ashish comes with that every now and then.
हमको इस गोले में नहीं रहना. Every now and then I would look every now and then I would look at the sky and like, man, there's only one moon over there.
Yeah.
But then again, it is boring because you have lived over here for way too long, and then you have seen people making movies on Mars and
Beautiful.
Uranus. Yeah.
You, watch it from moon and you'll realize.
Yeah, so is fantasy really bad because we love Naruto?
Yeah. Ashish,
We love
speaking
Game
of
of Thrones.
Earth and Moon, I think we should come again with some space relating.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah, we have not been talking it maybe since 10-15 episodes.
I've been talking about it on Spacecast.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Amalgam, Ashish.
Yes, we should come up with some topic.
Yes.
And we should bring Komal on Spacecast someday.
No, that is going to be disastrous.
All right. But, Komal, can you imagine someday Neil deGrasse Tyson comes in Spacecast? That would be amazing.
Yeah. I completely believe in your capabilities, and I know that he can come for sure.
I need to believe
If
that.
you'll tell that one day, I won't be surprised.
I actually mailed him. So what Neil deGrasse Tyson does know, he has some certain random guests on his podcast who can ask questions from him. Astrophysics kind of questions or rocket science kind of questions. So I mailed him, man, get me over there. I want to ask a couple of questions, but there's no response. So it is a sad world after all.
Maybe you can keep pinging.
No. Maybe I can keep on making more
Being a
podcasts.
fanboy.
Yeah, I'm certainly a fanboy of him because I'm right now going through his book as well, Accessories of War.
Yeah.
And all you are going to find out now, if you go through that book, you are going to certainly understand why is Ashish obsessed with both rocket science and history. Because in that book, throughout the book, he's just going through history. Throughout the book, he's just going through how military has continuously used astrophysics and how astrophysics was majorly funded by military.
Yeah.
Post-World War, post-Civil War, post-American Revolution, it was always there, everywhere. He has even shown connection of how telescope is now majorly used for looking at distant stars, and Hubble telescope will be the most extended example of that. But it was primarily at that time used, and now still is used to a huge extent by military to get the information from a huge distance. He also talks about other things of how stars were used to navigate, and it immediately got implemented in naval combat of ships and all.
Yeah.
So that is what humans, again, any power they get, they apply it for something bad always.
Yeah.
Same goes for a round circle towards religion also. So religion is the most strong thing in this world.
Most powerful tool that can be misused.
Yeah.
And if it get misused, it can literally, all hell can break loose.
Yeah.
I feel so.
And it has happened multiple times. For example, what was the whole thing in World War II? They were straight up wiping out one religion.
They were imposing their religion.
Jews need to die. That's it. And you can see that throughout the history. There are a lot of different religions. For example, Israel, Palestine also. Hugely.
Yeah. Usually
because of
due
that.
to that only.
So ultimately what is happening? People are dying. A lot of people are losing their livelihood, loved ones. and the person who actually started the war and the whole thing safe and sound. Lot of Nazis escaped from Germany to Argentina. After the World War ended, they understood what they have to do. They understood that their cash and their money is not going to be useful. They immediately converted into diamond and gold, which is very portable. They flew to Argentina. It's as simple as that. They killed millions, and they are safe. They are fighting for Germany, right? Germany is invaded by one side from Russia, another side from America and Allied forces, and all their houses are destructed. But the people who actually started it all, they are safe. They're doing well. Correct. So that is the thing. The people who are at the top will use the power. And what is war at the end of the day? Who decides to go and invade another country? And did you ever ask a question that there are going to be people who are going to be dying because of your decision? And that, how is it different from murder? It's just that the trigger is not in your finger. That's it.
Yeah, Ashish.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah. So any power can be certainly misused. And that is what people are afraid about AI as well. Artificial intelligence. That, okay, this is another power. That is what people are afraid of. Internet.
Space power also.
Space power. That is definitely something which has to be taken care of.
Which is going to be very big. And a lot of people are investing in that. You can see Jeff Bezos is on a new plan, is in pursuit of, making a new business where he'll be promoting the space tourism. Don't you think so?
Yeah, that is one thing. But then again, the problem comes when it comes to the satellite and all. Like, you can literally...
That is the secondary things. The main thing is how people still, things are not planned, right? But still from here, they have started planning that how they'll be, they'll be planning and how they'll be taking control.
No, it is very simple. Like, you cannot live without space technology. You won't be able to talk to people at such distances without that. But that is again a power, and it can be easily misused. It is used by other countries to spy on other countries. You can obviously have a nuclear warhead on a satellite and drop it on any other country whenever you want. And they're certainly working on that technology. And there are so many satellites getting launched. For example, the recent ULA launch fail that happened was having a payload by United States, which was undisclosed. They are not going to give you any information what it is having, what is going to be the orbit. Matter of fact, they won't even disclose what is the weight of it. There's so huge amount of secrecy about this. So obviously the misuse has started at some point or the other. And the biggest problem is that go to any country and ask them, where is the highest amount of investment of your GDP going? And the answer, if it does not shake you,
military.
Obviously, in every country, the highest budget goes over there, which I'm not saying is unnecessary. If you just open the walls, terrorists are going to walk in and the civilians are going to die. I understand that. But this nuclear power that a lot of countries are having, for example, another funny story, we have talked about Russia and Ukraine, So Ukraine was part of Russia, and Russia had nuclear power since 1947. So Ukraine also had. But when USSR disintegrated in 1991, then Ukraine was a different country now, separate country, but still having nuclear technology, right? And then they said that remove your nuclear warheads and arsenal, because from now on you are going to be a country which does not have nuclear power. And for that, Russia will support you. If you remove your nuclear energy power, nuclear missiles and all, Russia will support you from any other war. Next thing, what we see in 2013, Russia invades Crimea, which is a part of Ukraine. And still war is going on, right? So why is not every country removing their nuclear warheads? Why is not every country just denuclearizing their entire country?
To maintain the terror?
Yeah, there's a problem. Powers? There's a problem that if you remove your nuclear energy or nuclear missiles, then what happens if other country does not, right? So we humans are having huge amount of misconnections in between us. None of us want to have that, but we are bound to have that. Matter of fact, it is much more difficult to have nuclear bombs in your country. It is much more expensive and dangerous to maintain those,
Yeah.
to have those.
You've
And
seen that in Bach.
no, I've not seen that in Bach.
Not
Obviously.
seen with eyes, but like you have realized that.
All right, yeah, I have seen how they protect the nuclear elements, for
Yeah.
example, uranium and all, how thick glass shield. I've gone to red zone once. So
Yeah.
people who do not know the nuclear, wherever there is something nuclear present, there will be certain zones, and red zone is the most dangerous one, because over there, if you get the radiation, it will be dangerous. That means that you are literally few feet away from uranium and all. So I know how much of infrastructure it requires to keep it all protected and sealed and all. And also often it has happened that the nuclear missile or arsenal or some kind of warhead actually dropped on a place while transporting it. I can show you pictures and all of that as well if you want to see. So it is very, very dangerous to maintain that, to keep that. And we are at a state where nuclear missiles and all, it is quite obvious that even if a single country launches a nuclear weapon, as small as it might be, everyone throws it and everything goes to apocalypse, right? And now they are having in submarines and all, and stealth submarines, you won't even realize it is right near your country.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is all weird.
It's all
Kind of
fiasco.
freaks me out of thinking about all these things. But guys, thank you for tuning in for Torq Fire podcast. You can put your suggestions down below in the comment section. If you happen to be on YouTube, we are thinking of scaling it up. More podcast every week.
That was only surprise.
Sorry?
When you were asking me that, okay, what? Tell me.
Oh,
I
all right.
told you that I'll tell you later on, and then you revealed it.
Yeah.
Maybe I just thought that we'll surprise them up with, after 2-3 days, we are gonna come with another podcast. And to my surprise, when one person asked us to make 3 podcasts in a week, there were so many likes.
Yeah. I saw that.
That affirms that that we need to do that.
Yeah, we should do that. It does not take much effort from our side. We just turn on the camera and we just talk about things.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. And we are going to have more momentum podcasts as well, 2 every week. So we are going to really have a lot of podcasts if you are looking for Ashish Ranjan podcast on Spotify and all, you're going to find a lot of regular inputs of
Also
podcasts.
suggest us some good topics that we can discuss on that. We'll be very much happy that if you'll suggest some good topics, and maybe we can research a bit and then we can make a podcast out of it, and we'll name you also.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are going to take your name.
Now you'll take it more seriously.
And
we'll name you.
few topics that we are having: passion becomes a career, what happens then, how to deal with pressure, misconception about careers in India. These are the topics that I thought that can be talked about in the next subsequent podcasts.
Okay, let us know whether you want us to discuss that or not.
Yeah, let us know down in the comment section. People, do let us know how you felt about the whole podcast and which was your favorite part. We are going to be back soon within a couple of days, because now we are bumping it up. More podcasts.
Today I felt very lazy. I feel so.
No, it's fine. Komal, you can't have like 100 of podcasts and everyone feeling just same and sharp.
Energy.
And matter of fact, the one podcast where I was pretty lazy, I felt it to be pretty fine as well at the end.
Maybe I'll just see the tape and then we'll get to know.
Yeah. All right. That's about it, guys. We are going to see you next time. Till then, keep smiling. Bye.
Take care. Keep smiling. Bye-bye.
My darling, I told you I'm not perfect, man, but I promise I will never hurt you again.
My darling, I told you